I'm wondering now how we go forward on a 3-game winning streak against Minnesota. I mean, it does feel almost like a bit of a trap game for Denver. Minnesota's been playing really, really good football. Josh Dobbs has been electric. He's provided a big spark to that offense after Kirk Cousins went down. It's a matchup that I'm definitely going to be nervous about moving forward. But at the same time, man, if Denver can pick up a 4-game winning streak, huge. And I mean nuclear huge. This win for Denver now gives us a bit of leeway moving forward, actually. We can afford to basically lose 2 of our remaining games, and those 2 games can be the Detroit game, which I feel like we probably will lose, and then the Houston game. We've got to take care of business against Minnesota. We've got to take care of business against Cleveland. We got to take care of business against the Chargers twice. We got to take care of business against the Patriots, and we got to take care of business against the Raiders. And if we can do that, guys, the Broncos could be in prime position to make the playoffs and get in as the 7th seed after starting the year 1-5. I mean, there are a lot of teams right now that are kind of starting to fall off the rails in the AFC. Buffalo, obviously, this was a massive loss for them. This was a game that they really needed to have. Now they're at 5-5. Cincinnati's kind of having some struggles. Obviously, a big upset loss to Houston yesterday. Baltimore with a big loss. Jacksonville. So there's a lot of teams out there that are not playing up to their potential in the AFC. And this gives the Denver Broncos a very clear and obvious opportunity to capitalize on that and turn this into a complete turnaround for this season. It really is. There's some tough opponents on there. You think about Cleveland, who has a daunting defense. You think about Houston, but there are also some very winnable games on that slate. Chargers have the tendency to charger, quite frankly. Obviously, the Patriots are complete and total poverty. Raiders should be a win, at least on paper. Minnesota, I'm not sure what we're going to get with them. They're kind of a frisky opponent right now. So, again, guys, there's a chance here for Denver to really make a run at this thing. You think about the Detroit Lions last year, who started the season off 1-6, completely turned their fortunes around, and were for 1 win away basically from making the playoffs. If they had lost their game against the Carolina Panthers on Christmas Eve last year, they probably would have made the playoffs. So if Denver can go on a similar kind of run as Detroit, I know a lot of people in Broncos country will call it a successful season, even if we don't make the playoffs, just because of where we started and where we would ultimately end up. I know a lot of people, myself included, would call that a successful season, but I know that breaking the playoff drought is the ultimate goal for this season for the Denver Broncos. And guys, I actually think there's a realistic chance we can do it.